Attitude. Can it really determine your altitude? Can it take you to great heights? Or can it possibly bring you down to great lows? Well, today at Hero's Journey with Dr. D, we're going to briefly talk about the origins and the potential benefits and detriments that attitudes may bring and the effect it has on your outlook of life. Hello, journeymen and journeywomen, and for those who have clicked for the first time, this is a Hero's Journey, and I'm Dr. D, here to encourage, to inspire, to educate, and motivate, helping you get beyond your first move. So why don't you help me help you so we can help others? By subscribing, you help build a community so we can actually make a better tomorrow today. So go ahead and click the bell for upcoming notifications and upcoming videos, and go ahead and share if you find value in this video. So let's get to the video. Attitude. You know people who have nasty attitudes or good attitudes, positive or negative, and sometimes you don't even want to be around them. But let me explain something to you. Attitude is not a feeling, it's a state of mind. It's a state of mind that we all have, whether we acknowledge it or we don't acknowledge it. Some people would tell a person, you have a negative attitude. They say, no, I don't. You have a negative attitude. And those people generally are alone. Some people have a positive attitude, and they love to be around the individual because their attitudes are contagious and creates a good feeling. But let's go back to the origin. The origins of attitude. An attitude is your thoughts, which is a culmination of its existing memories plus incoming information, plus your emotions that's connected to feelings. See, feelings ignite your emotions. But so often people, they don't receive incoming correction very well. And they go back to the existing memory. And they dwell on the feeling of the existing memory. And so therefore they bring their emotions, or some people would say they're in their feelings, to their current state of being. Hear me when I say, it's your thoughts, is existing memories. Now, the memories could be a great memory. And when there's a great memory, you need to build upon that memory or the principles that were given of that memory to make it better. But when it's a terrible memory, you need to deal with that memory. A lot of times it's a thing of unforgiveness that you have not let go, frustration, bitterness, and you hold on to that thing. But that existing memory is a thing that feeds your emotion. See what it does? It feeds your emotion, ignites a feeling, brings your unconscious thoughts, attitudes into a current state of being. And it's probably because a lot of times people don't take corrective criticism, constructive criticism, and they're not aware of how they're thinking. And they don't even monitor the doorway, which allows things to come in to feed their existing memories. So just think about it. If you're opening your doorway for things to come in, your eye gates and your ear gates, that are not beneficial to your future growth, then they're going to connect to your existing memory, whether it's good or bad. They're going to bring something to the surface, your unconscious to the conscious, and then you're going to have a state of mind that's going to be illustrated in the way you think, the way you feel, the way you act, and the way you portray yourself. Sometimes people say, I don't think that will affect me. That doesn't bother me. It bothers everybody else. No. Does it determine your altitude, your heights, or does it determine your lows? That's dependent on you. Now let me give you an example. This is the aviation example. Aviation example meaning that in airplanes, when you get into a cockpit, you have a control panel. And there's a control panel. What the control panel has on it, as big as day, is an attitude indicator. See, the attitude indicator tells you that you need to position yourself for the dark times as well as the good times. Meaning that in the plane, you're not always flying in sunny weather. It's not always glorious outside. Sometimes it gets dim. Sometimes it's just dark. Sometimes it gets dark and you cannot see your way. It rains and storms, it thunders, lightning. And if you get caught up in what you see and what you feel, you'll end up crashing. Also, there's a thing in the aviation called spatial disorientation, meaning that you may be feeling that you need to go up, but you need to go down. You may be feeling you need to go down when you need to be going up. Why? Because you, based on the surrounding, the environment around you, you don't know where to go, but you know how you feel. So you can't base things on your feelings. You base things on your position. You can't base everything on your feelings alone. You can't. Your feelings has a part in your emotions, which connects to your attitude, but you shouldn't be caught up. You shouldn't be in your feelings. You shouldn't be reactionary. You should be proactive. Life consists of not what people do to you, but how you respond. But you shouldn't be reactionary to every shiny nickel that pops your way. Ooh, here's a shiny nickel. Ooh, I want it. Ooh, it's a shiny dime. I want it. Based on how you're feeling, you can go different directions at many different times, and sometimes all at once. That's why your thoughts are very important. The existing memory connect with incoming information. You need to evaluate that. The reason why you have to evaluate your attitude, because even in the plane is that your positioning is important, because when it's storming outside, just like in life, when it's storming, when the clouds are raging and the lightning is coming down, the rain is pouring, and you cannot see anything, but you should be always looking at your attitude and seeing if there's anything that needs to be changed. Because you can't get caught up in your feelings, because you can't see anything. But you can see, does anything need to be changed? Focus on your attitude indicator, and you can go back into your existing memory. If your current state is based on your existing memory that's positive, I would say build upon the fundamentals of that positive existing memory, and taking incoming information that builds upon something that's positive, that causes you to grow to higher, that causes you to pull that plane nose up, pull it up, and go to higher heights. However, if that existing memory is negative, that kind of brings the bipolar, the PTSD out in you, then I would say bring in incoming information that's incongruent to the existing memory, that causes an emotional pull that makes you feel distraught, that makes you feel terrible, that makes you feel depressed. So get out those feelings and go back to your current state of consciousness, and don't pull from the existing memory that's negative. Be aware of it, but acknowledging that it's there allows you room to grow and to rebuild a new foundation that will help you propel to greater heights. But that's all about a state of mind, a state of position. It's not about a feeling, it's about a position. So a state of mind, an attitude is a state of mind. It's you determine your altitude, and you determine the depths that you may go down in. But you have to make a choice, a conscious choice, to pull in incoming information that builds on positive existing memories, and pulling incoming information that goes against negative existing memories and builds a better foundation for a better future. And if you get a better future, if you get a better mindset, you get a better future. You get a better surrounding, a better community, People will grow to you because your attitude will be contagious, not repellent. So, attitude, does it determine your altitude? It depends how much you want it. How much do you want a positive outcome? How much do you want better health? How much do you want better community, better people, a better mindset, a better future? When you change your attitude to a positive, then you open up your mind to your true purpose. This is a hero's journey with Dr. D. And remember, every day, you get a vertical, make it your goal in life to move forward and never move back. And if you find any value in this content, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And also, help me help you so we can help others by clicking subscribe so we can build a community that thrives on making it better tomorrow, today. Go ahead and click the bell so you can get future notifications about upcoming events and videos. And share this content, because if it's helped you, it definitely helps somebody else. Peace and blessings.